Triple M Dead Set Legends, Candice and Jimmy, you know I've been sort of up and about today. Candice,
You're sprightly.
well, Candice for the first time said, Dan, I've never, on Tuesday night on the back page, Dan, I've never seen you happy before. Because I was awake. But I'm happy today because, we've had some fine athletes on this show. None, I don't think, match the exploits of this man. This man represented Australia with pride, with dignity at the Nathan's hot dog eating competition, July 4, the United States. Millions of people watch. Don't laugh, Candice.
No,
Millions of people watch this.
I am laughing. I am. I can't help it because
Snob.
no, it's not a snob, but it's you're just so into this. You're so into the hot dog eating competition that
it's theatre.
This is like you're more excited for James than any other guest that we've ever had on this show.
Well, finally, an Australian goes, I don't know how he discovered he can munch down hot dogs at a stupid rate, but this man ate 41 hot dogs.
And a half.
Okay, in 10 minutes and finished, I think, third. I think he finished third. Jimmy knows all about it, don't you?
Yeah, I sure do. I watched the documentary on Joey Chestnut, and they take it very seriously, and they push themselves to an extreme.
It's a sport.
And there's more.
It's a sport, James.
Well, there's more goes into it than meets the eye. If they say success is like an iceberg, you see the tip of it, but there's more to it than that. So, I'd like to know what the training's like, how you expand the stomach. Like, do you experiment with different foods? You focus on the buns or the dogs or dipping them into the water together? Like, why the water? I think that would saturate the stomach. But, hey, what do I know?
I always tell my kids when they're eating too fast, slow down. You're going to get indigestion. So I want to, how do they avoid the indigestion?
Look what I can be, Mum.
Look what James Webb's doing. And let's bring him in. He's listening to all this. Let's get him in on Australia's very own competitive eater extraordinaire, James Webb. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Now, Jimmy Graham has got a lot of questions, so I'm just going to ask this. It's been, 4 days? You're back in Australia.
Yep.
Do you still have hot dog in you?
Look, to be fair, I've eaten hot dogs on the radio yesterday. I've got hot dogs coming up next weekend, so I think I've got hot dogs stuck in my bloodstream.
Yeah, I mean, how long does it honestly take? And I know it's Saturday morning, people are getting their bacon and egg rolls. How long does it takes 10 minutes to get 41 dogs in. How long does it take to get out?
About an hour and a half.
Oh, jeez, I don't want to be near that.
In the one sitting or?
Look, in the one sitting.
Oh.
Wow.
Jeez.
Do you actually like hot dogs?
I do not.
You don't?
The thing is, you don't enter Nathan's hot dog competition because you enjoy hot dogs. It's the event. You know what I mean?
So if
it's like
you
the
were
Super Bowl of eating.
Yeah, so if you were going down to, you went to the Easter show or something, you'd never get a hot dog.
I'll be honest, I reckon I can count on one hand the hot dogs I've eaten in my life before training for this event.
Wow.
That's crazy. But can you talk us through the sort of training that goes into this? Obviously, you don't just rock up there and start to eat like any professional. You would do your fair amount of preparation, prepare to prepare is preparation to fail. Have I got that right?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Talk us through your preparation.
Well, look, for the Nathan's, the hot dog comp specifically, like I mentioned before, I never really ate hot dogs. Hot dogs aren't really a thing here in Australia compared to America. So if you look at the contest, they dunk. They what you call dunk. They put the bread in the water to get it down, right? In Australia, we don't really have any contests where you dunk. So I had to learn the whole technique. Basically, what you do is you separate the hot dog from the bun. You munch on the hot dog while you're dipping the bun in the bun in the water, sorry. And then you've got to learn, it's called dunking. You kind of rinse it like a sponge, and then you have to down the bun when you're half swallowed the hot dog. That basically, you got to minimize chewing. The less you can chew, the quicker you can get it down.
Do you have, people have gifts. Is there something, and I'm being quite serious here, like, is your esophagus bigger? I don't know. Is your stomach bigger? Do you munch on things differently to the rest of us? I mean, what is your skill?
Well, look, I've always been a relatively big eater. I've always been a relatively fast eater. Not trying to be a speed eater, but I'm talking if I sit at the table with my family or my partner or my friends, I was always a relatively quick eater. And then I guess when I stumbled across this this, whatever you want to call it, hobby, sport, whatever, I realized if I really try, I can eat a lot really quickly.
Wow. So is this something that you were trained for 2 months in the lead up, a month out? At what point did you go, I'm going to go over and give this a crack?
So it happened really quite quickly. It was actually really last minute because I didn't think I was going to get accepted. No Aussie has ever been accepted into a qualifier before. I'm actually the first Australian to sign in the Major League Eating. But normally with the qualifiers and stuff, obviously the local boys will get first preference because, you know, they don't want any outsiders treading on their turf. But when I got the email to say I've been accepted into the Nathan's qualifier in Pleasanton, this was like on a Sunday and the contest was the next Saturday. So I had literally like 10 days. So and they train, like they take this really seriously. So some of them train for like 4 to 6 months. So I was training some days twice a day, hot dogs to try and learn and palate and get the capacity and the speed. So yeah, I literally trained like for the first 6 days, I trained twice a day and then tapered off slowly because I just had sick of hot dogs and then worked on the technique. And then, yeah, I trained literally every day for like 2 weeks.
James, do you see this becoming a profession, like a professional moving forward? Is this a one-hit wonder thing?
Well,
Or
there is
you,
a big league. It's a proper league.
Like, are you all in now, and is this going to be your full-time job?
Yeah, so I've been all in for a couple of months now. That was my third trip to America this year to compete. So I plan on doing a few more next year. But yeah, definitely. Like I'm actually undefeated here in Australia this year. Got a couple more contests coming up. But my plan is next year to do a couple of tours of America because there's serious prize money on the line in America.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you know, when your casual place has an all-you-can-eat buffet, are you banned from that? Like, do they see you coming and no,
like Homer, they have to put him in the front window.
Yeah. Like, is that serious? Have you ever been banned from those sorts of places?
Look, not banned, so to speak, but I have a few buddies here in Sydney, like competitive eaters. We go around looking for all-you-can-eats around Sydney. It's like a hangout for the week. We've had places like, quote unquote, close the kitchen on us or try to charge us, double than, your normal person or, say they've ran out of certain foods. So they haven't banned us, but they've tried to, get us to leave.
They make life difficult for you.
That Star Buffet's about $80. You and your mates will be the first people to get true value out of that.
Yes.
And can you give us a tip for buffet eaters? It's your one night. Do you go on an empty stomach? So this was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or midday or whatever it was. Did you eat anything in the lead up or on the day?
No. So look, I'll be honest, everyone's got their own style when it comes to preparation for a contest. Some of the guys, they actually fast for 2 days and they're just on fluids for 2 days. I generally wait 12 hours. So 12 hours out from a contest, I'll just drink fluid. So definitely empty stomach, very well hydrated, but everyone does have their own style.
All right. Well, and just quickly, what's your specialty food? You've said hot dogs. No, people eat Spam. There's there's cheese whiz. There's oysters. Like there's all these. What is your specialty, James?
I would say I'm probably best at burgers.
Okay.
But my favorite is pizza.
Okay. Yeah. All breads. All breads. Now, so do you respect him now, Candice?
Oh, look, I've always had respect. I just find it funny. It's just a funny sport.
All right. Mate, you're a champion. Well done. You've represented Australia with pride, my friend. James Webb, competitive eater. Thank you for joining us on The Legends.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it.
And thanks for Sportsbet for help setting that interview up as well. Triple M, this is the Dead Set Legends.